Want to welcome you to our 3 stories, 3 seasons, and 3 reasons live event. And I am Jody McComas. I'm a mom of a tween, almost teen, and another teen that is going to be a senior. My heart, oh my heart. I live in beautiful Pacific Northwest with my fabulous husband, and almost 8 years ago now, everything changed with my health, and as a result, in our finances, which I'm super excited to share about. But we are all 3 going to share our stories with you tonight. And one of the reasons is because we know that so many people could benefit, but especially moms can benefit what Plexus has to offer, both in health and in finances. And if you're unfamiliar with what Plexus is, we are a health and wellness company that was founded in gut health, and we are experts in the microbiome. Our products are meant to get to root issues, so that we aren't just putting band-aids on all of the health things that come up. And those root issues are gut health, blood sugar regulation, and reducing inflammation. And just a couple of disclaimers: Plexus makes no guarantee or projections of income. Your success depends on your effort, skill, and leadership abilities, and how effectively you put those into practice. And then the results you're about to hear vary from person to person, and we don't claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. But like I said, when we get to root issues, then our bodies are able to rebalance and do things that they are meant to do. They can fully function, which is an awesome thing. So we are going to get to our stories. And first up is my dear friend, Stephanie. So Stephanie, kick it off for us.
Hello, everybody. Well, yeah, as Jody said, I'm Stephanie. I live in Nebraska, and 4 years ago, I was actually living in Canada. So we had to move there for my husband's job. And I was, at the time, I had a son who was 4, and then an infant who I was nursing through at nighttime still. So I was waking up during the night and just tired, because that's mom life, right? You're tired, you're getting woken up during the night, never getting good sleep. And I really overall though felt like I was a pretty healthy person. I didn't have trouble with like weight or anything. I tried to eat pretty healthy. I did like crave sugar all the time. Like I would never pass up sugar. I loved sweet treats, but I just kind of thought that was like normal. I didn't think there's anything wrong with that. So that's where I was. And one of my friends up in Canada started sharing on Facebook about Plexus, and I didn't really know what it was at first. But I did want to order a multivitamin because I wanted a good multivitamin, and I heard you should be taking probiotics. I didn't really know what they were for, what they were supposed to do for you, but I saw that she had some that she used. So I just ordered those 2 things from her to support her business, and didn't really expect to notice anything. But I actually started to notice I had more energy just from taking the multivitamin, because it was so potent and it was helping my body absorb the nutrients that it needed. I was actually having more energy from that. And then like a few months later, she was always drinking this pink drink and taking pictures of herself on Facebook while she was drinking it. And I was like, well, it looks kind of good. But again, I had no idea what it was supposed to do. But she was having like, there's some sale. So I was like, okay, I'll try that pink drink now. It's on sale. I'll just try it for like 30 days and that'll probably be it. So after I got done with that 30 days of Slim, the pink drink, I realized that I wasn't dragging through the afternoons like I had been and wanting to have like more coffee or caffeine just to keep me awake. So my energy was way more stable, and I wasn't craving sugar as much as I used to, or just looking for sweets all the time. And I kind of just haphazardly like posted about it. I was like, hey, I just used this for a month and this is what happened. It's pretty cool. So I fell in love with the products and realized it was worth investing in. If I was feeling that much better as a mom, that was worth investing in. And I just started sharing about what they were doing for me and what I saw doing for my friends. And as I've added more products in over time, like I don't get sick nearly as often as I used to, which has been huge, because if you're a mom, it stinks being sick, because let's face it, we're still taking care of everybody else, even when we're sick, right? So I don't get sick like I used to. I don't have restless legs like I used to either, which has just been amazing, because my husband hated when my legs were like going all over the place and we were trying to watch TV at night. So anyway, those are some things I noticed just with my health. And that was me thinking before I was a really healthy person. And now actually I'm like, wow, I'm like the healthiest I have ever been now. So I have 3 boys now, 9, 5, and then almost 2. And I work full time. And my husband and I share the homeschooling responsibilities with our oldest kids. So I value even more being able to feel my best and have the energy to work and homeschool and take care of my kids, because I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be dragging through the day. I want to have energy to do all of those things well. And just as I started to share and kind of grow a business, it has just helped us cover like random expenses. So when we were moving back from Canada to Nebraska, it helped cover our flights to come back to Nebraska. And just, it's so helpful. Like this last month, I was ordering homeschooling curriculum, or sometimes we have something come up on our van that needs to be fixed. So just having that extra money in our bank account every month is so, so helpful. So that's just a little bit of what I've experienced in my 4 years with Plexus.
I love that. That is so fantastic. And I love that you started, like pregnancy and on, and that it benefits the whole family. So fantastic. Okay, so I came to Plexus a little bit differently than Stephanie, who was healthy. I was a hot mess, guys, in my health. And pretty much my whole life, I had spent feeling unwell in some way and was in and out of doctor's offices. I had a whole bunch of different diagnoses. I just thought this is going to be how it is for my whole life, and it will just continue to get worse the older I get. Things like debilitating stomach trouble that I actually had medications for. It was constantly hurting, running to the bathroom. So many food sensitivities that eating was not fun. I never slept through the night. I didn't have energy and was exhausted, which meant that I was using caffeine all day long, which probably didn't help the fact that I never slept through the night. I had crazy hormones, eventually had a hysterectomy. I was sick all of the time. I would have blinding head pain where my vision would go out. And the crazy thing was that I was managing with my naturopath, whole foods, herbs, oils, other supplements. I did an elimination diet. I was trying to work out, and I was still miserable, and was beginning to lose hope until I saw a friend, just like Stephanie did, starting to post about these natural plant-based products that were helping gut health. And my naturopath had said, we've got to fix your gut health. I had leaky gut and wasn't retaining any nutrients, and I needed a good multivitamin, which Stephanie talked about. And for me, when I saw the multivitamin that Plexus had, that was what made me trust the company because of the ingredients that was in it. And so I was like, okay, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I did. I ordered this foundational starter pack that they have, and I'm just going to show you really quick. So the pink drink, you have a couple options, but this is what balances blood sugar, balances cravings and mood, and helps with gut health. It gives us that sustained energy that we all want throughout the day. And then the Probio 5, which, you guys, there is no probiotic like this on the market. It not only helps get good bacteria in our gut, but it weeds out the bad. That is the key. And I never felt a probiotic worked until this one. This is a lifesaver. And then the Bio Cleanse, which is our magnesium, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids supplement. And it just helps to gently flush out all of the things that the Probio 5 is like, this is bad. Let's get that out of our body. And if you're someone who doesn't go to the bathroom at least once a day, people, at least once a day, this is going to be your best friend. Okay. It ain't normal to poop every 3 days. Just saying. Okay. So back to my story. Within a few days of drinking my pink drink, I was like, what is happening? The coffee pot is still full over there. I haven't gone back over and over all day long. So that was clue number one. But then within the month, I was sleeping through the night. I had energy. My mom brain fog that you just think, well, this is my lot in life. It was gone. I was like, what? This is amazing. I was feeling better. My stomach wasn't hurting all day. I wasn't aching from head to toe, which was so weird. So by the end of month 4, I felt like a brand new human. And I was like, I'm just going to try to not take my medication, and I'm going to start eating some of these foods that I love that I haven't been able to eat. And I was fine. It was incredible. So I was feeling better in my 40s than in my 20s now. And for the first time, I had blood work in the normal ranges. I don't have the thyroid and the hormone issues that I used to. My GI doctor is continually amazed when he looks at my colonoscopy from the first time and the third time I had one. He's like, if I had, if I didn't know between these two, I wouldn't think it's the same person. So it really did change everything. My immunity is so good. I rarely ever get sick. And I put my kids on it for that reason. They're rarely sick anymore. And, tweens and teens too, they're moving through those hormonal shifts and the mood stuff, and it helps. Okay. Anxieties with life, and for them, it helps with that, even with their focus. And so it's been awesome. Also for my husband, helped him to shed a few pounds and help his cholesterol, which nothing else had helped before. And that's a really big deal. I want to keep him around as long as I can, you guys. So he is a huge believer, and it took the stress off of our finances for me to not be sick all the time and at the doctor constantly. And when I joined, we were in full-time ministry, and my friend said, if you share with a few friends, ask some people to start with you, you can get your products paid for. And that was a huge need for me. And so I was like, sure, I know people. I don't know anyone who doesn't need this, but that's what I did when I got started. And it just snowballed from there. And it began to provide really incredible income for us. And we were able to give the things that we wanted to give to. We could put our kids in activities that they wanted to be in. But the biggest thing was that 2 years into Plexus, my daughter was diagnosed with severe scoliosis. And to say yes to the therapy that she needed, all out of pocket, we could not have done that if it weren't for our Plexus paycheck. And so it has just been an incredible provision in that way as well. And I love getting to help other people with their health. It is just so, it's so awesome. Like, I love that I get to be a part of that for others. And some of the fun perks, I'm just going to share this because you guys, I never dreamed that we would be a family who could take trips or earn trips for free. I've earned a trip to the Bahamas. I've been to Hawaii. I'm about to be on an all expense paid trip for 2 to Mexico. It is just, I've been all over the States, and that part is something I just never imagined for us. And it's totally possible for an average mom like me. And so I just love that. And I want to pass that on to other people. So obviously for us, Plexus has changed everything. But I am going to pass it to Terry because she is in a different season of life than the two of us. And I love her and I love her story. And I'm excited for you to hear from her.
Thank you, Jody. My name's Terry. I live in Arizona in the mountains. So while it's 118 degrees in Phoenix, it is hot for us up here. It's 90 today, which doesn't sound bad when you're 100, but for our little town, it's hot. I joined Plexus 7-ish years ago, and I won a contest. And really, I entered the contest because I wanted to help my friend, because I am a helper. I want to support you in all the things you do, whatever that looks like. So I started for weight loss, but I will tell you, that year I was looking 50 in the face and I was not healthy. I was overweight. I thought I needed some hormones. I wasn't sleeping. I played beat the alarm at night because you wake up in the middle of the night and you think, oh, it's 2:00. I have 6 more hours till I have to get up. And then you wake up the next hour and you're like, okay, I could sleep for 5 more hours. I did that almost every night. So I started the pink drink with every intention of supporting my friend and returning it in 60 days. I even went so far, honestly, to put it in my planner that on day 58, I needed to make my phone call. And what happened for me is it didn't happen as fast as Jody and Stephanie, but by my second month, I was feeling better. I was losing weight. I was sleeping through the night, which I cannot remember how long it had been since I'd done that because I thought waking up at night was normal. I thought having bread cravings, doesn't matter what kind of bread, could be bad bread. I loved it. I wanted it. And now I barely eat bread. Bread is a treat. Like I might take a bite or two or dessert. And so my cravings are gone. I've lost weight. I feel better. I am probably, like Stephanie said, like we're all healthier than we've ever been in a long time. And being 50 is hard enough. Lots of things were happening in my life. My daughter was going away to college. And I know she picked a career. She was never coming back to our town to live, unless she's going to retire. So the thing that flipped the switch for me for sharing was, first, I wanted everyone to feel good like me. And all of my friends were all feeling the same way. It's rare that you don't meet someone my age who is on 4, 5, 6, 7 different medications. I'm on none. I don't want to be on any. And so that is their reality. And so I wanted to help them feel better too. But for me, the biggest thing about the business, what it's creating for me is, like Stephanie, I work full-time also. I'm a CFO for a restoration construction company. But it's a desk job and I have to be here to work every day. And my daughter is in the Air Force. And if you have ever been a military family, you know, the world does not revolve around you and your time. When does the military going to let my daughter off for an hour or 2 or a day? So I could see the writing on the wall that what I needed was income that was going to allow me the flexibility that when my daughter said, hey, you want to meet me in North Carolina for the weekend, that I could have the means and the time to be able to say yes to those things. And while Stephanie and Jody are saying yes to the things their kids want now, I want to be able to say yes to the things I want to say yes to. And that means traveling to see my daughter because it's huge. And so I love helping people. My team is a mix of some younger people, some of my older people, but it's never like, if there's nothing else you take away from this, it's never too late to start. You don't have to be Stephanie's age. You don't have to be Jody. You could be my age. Be successful, take care of your health, and plan for your retirement. You know, we have a retirement plan at work, but let's face it, groceries are expensive. For 2 people, groceries are expensive. Property taxes are not going away. My house might be paid off, but my property taxes are still going up. And so the things that we planned for retirement 20 years ago are not going to fit our needs now. They've changed a little bit. And so having my Plexus income, like, it comes in and I sock it away. When my laptop died, I bought a new laptop. My watch died the other day, I bought a new iPhone watch, and it didn't come out of my budget. It doesn't come out of, it comes out of my money from Plexus. I didn't even think about saying no. And when my daughter calls and says, can you meet me? I get to say yes. So thank you for joining us.
Oh my goodness, I love that. And I do dream of the day that I can say, yes, I'm going to do that for me. Okay. I will. And I'm planning for that. And Plexus can be a part of it. And I just love that it is literally for every season of life. And you're right. It is never too late. And you're also never too young. Like our products, we have something for 2 to 102 is what I say. We have products that will benefit everyone because everyone has a gut and everyone needs good gut health. So everyone needs this, you guys. But also one of the best parts of Plexus, like we've all shared, is that we have the benefit to share a referral link that we get compensated for. And our company is so generous, so generous. And what makes our business different, and these are the things that I absolutely love, that also was a reason I said yes to sharing, was because I don't carry any products. I don't have to have parties if I don't want to. I don't have to meet quotas. It was $9.95 to start, to get wholesale pricing all year. And that starts a business if you want to. You can't start a business for $9.95 anywhere else, you guys, anywhere else. Like Terry said, 60-day money back guarantee. You get to be healthy while helping other people thrive and get healthy. It's so fantastic. You can work from anywhere. It's flexible. The sky is the limit. And there are fun incentives and trips all the time. All the time. Every month there's something that we get to earn if we want to. So my question is, what could it look like for you to have some of those benefits? Those of you who are watching, is there something that resonated with you? If you're curious to learn more about those things or have a conversation, go talk to the friend who tagged you or shared this with you. And we would love to have you a part of our community. It's an awesome place to be. And I wouldn't even know these two if it weren't for Plexus, and I am so grateful. Also, if you're like, I'm in, I just like me, like I got nothing to lose and everything to gain, I'm in. Let your friend know, and there is $10 off already of your already discounted welcome pack this month. Plus, the first 3 that join, I will send you personally another gift that I promise you'll love. We have multiple in our house, and so if you're ready to jump in, we would love to have you. But we're so thankful that you tuned in tonight. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories. I'm grateful for you, and I hope the rest of you have a good night. Bye, guys.